Hey troops, Roxy here and welcome to Roxy Plays Games and welcome to another episode of Around the World in 80 Days. Right, before I get into the video, I want to do my usual thank yous. So thank you for everyone who's liked my previous videos, and also thank you for all of my new subscribers. The subscriber count is growing and growing, which is really cool. So thank you guys, it is really appreciated. I'm actually going to do a little giveaway when I get to 100 subscribers or thereabouts. I'm going to do a video, and in that video I'm going to do a giveaway. Not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. I will decide closer to the time, but yeah, keep your eyes out for that one. So if you haven't already subscribed, guys, subscribe, because it will be a subscriber only giveaway. Anyway, the video. Right, let me go over to the map, show you what the plan is, and also confess a little issue that I had. Let me just get rid of that so it's a little bit brighter. Right, so I left you here in Tokyo, and I actually done two videos. I did a video going from Tokyo to the northern point of Japan here, and then from Japan all the way up to where we're flying to today. I'll let you try and pronounce that one. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know why this map doesn't have all of the other countries' names in English, or at least have the option to show you in English. As far as I'm aware, this area is something like Kamchatka. I can never pronounce it, but anyway, it's I believe it's Russia. That's where we are flying to today. But I had done two videos. I'd done, like I say, one from Tokyo to this northern point of Japan, and then from there over to here. Rendered it all, started to upload them onto YouTube, and realised that I had sound issues. For some reason, there was absolutely no sound that had come through on the recording from the simulator or from my voice. So that was a little bit of a bummer, which has now meant that I've had to do this whole flight again. So after throwing my teddy in the corner for a few days and soaking, and then having a look at the new Microsoft Flight Simulator that is obviously out now, it's kind of made me a little bit to continue with this, but I will be continuing. I've only got a few legs to do, but looking at Microsoft Flight Simulator and how good it looks compared to Xplane 11, it's made me a little bit sad. The only thing that's keeping me going is the fact that currently the airliners are a little bit lackluster, I guess. Until they get some paid versions in, I will be sticking with doing this. So hopefully I'm going to be back on schedule to finish on the 24th of September, and then I'm going to jump over to my virtual airline, Fly UK. I have done a video on that one, so go and check that out. I'm planning on doing this around the world trip again, but doing it on the VA, which has extra legs. So it's a similar route, but it's got a hell of a lot more legs, and that'll give me something to do for quite a while. I am on Vatsim, but there is currently no one around at all. There's no AI. There's no ATC online. So I'm just going to do the flight with Traffic Global on, and if the ATC comes online, or if I do see any planes around where I'm going to be, then I shall turn it off. Right, let's get in the plane. We are in a very, very cold and dark state. For some reason my Copilot plugin isn't working. I don't know why that is, so I'm going to have to do everything manually, which is perfectly fine. So let's close the battery cover down. Do we have... No, we don't have ground supply. Let's click ground supply on, and connect you up. Let's go all the way up here and get these done. Excellent. Let's go over to our AVI tab, and AVI tab, nope, not that one. I want fuel and weight, payload. Right, fuel we require is 13915, 13915, and Payload is quite light today. Oh, payload is only 10,000. Let's do that. Done. Awesome, awesome. Let's start the flight leg. Make sure all the doors are closed. Allow everyone's on board. Do the FMC. Pause init. Reference airport. So we are at our. I'm going to do this as quickly as I can, guys. I'm not going to explain what I'm doing. I'm just going to zip through nice and fast. Hopefully by now you've watched enough videos to know how to get this plane up in the air. Right, we're going to UHPP. UHPP 01. Co-route done. Activate, execute. Runway we're taking off is 16 left. Perf init. Reserves is 1.1. Cost index 25. In fact, let's do a cost index of 36. Cruise altitude is 330. Right, winds at top of climb is 242.23, 242.23, and minus 34. That's going in there. Execute, N1 limits, D-rate 1. Takeoff, flaps 5, center of gravity, V1, rotate, trim 525, and V2 148. Let's do flight directors on, also throttle on, VNAV on, heading select, heading is 157, altitude is 33,000. Let's get that in there, and let's do 33,000 up here. Ooh. And altitude at the destination 150. Let's go back down here and departure. We are taking the C3 departure and we are arriving on runway 34 left, SAM 15B. SAM 15B. Execute. Let's do the legs. Got incon there. And that's all looking good. Execute, legs, done. Right, what do we need to do next? Yaw dampener. Yeah, this kind of thrown me off a little bit because I was going to use my usual autopilot plugin, but for some reason I've done something and it's not working. Even when I go into the plugins and try it, it's just not doing anything at all. But that's not a problem. That's only for me to speed things up. Obviously everyone should know how to do this correctly, or not correctly, but actually do it manually, I should say. Right, let's put the seatbelts and chimes onto auto. Do 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 do. Could probably do the emergency lights while we're waiting as well. So if this come down, then we'll get some power in and disconnect the
power up procedures completed.
Oh, is it working again? Is it working again? Let me try.
Beginning pre-flight procedures.
Yay! I don't know what happened then. It just seemed like it needed me to flick a few switches and then it came to life. Excellent. That'll save me a few minutes. Right, so just having another look at the map. There's no ATC still online. Let's get some engines going.
Engine 1 timing. Start valve open N2 rising.
Let's get you up. Yeah, there's no ATC online. There's no real people around. We do have some AI traffic, which is cool.
25% N2.
Got a guy here taking off. Japan Airlines departing. Have a good flight. This guy's taxiing out, so we may be able to catch on behind him. Should be pretty quick now.
Engine 2 timing.
We don't need to do a pushback.
Start
We can
valve
just
open N2
taxi
rising.
forwards, which is good. See him taking off. Awesome, awesome. Another Japan airline. Oh, forgot to put my lever up. Japan, endless discovery. Alright, let's get the map out. So we are taking off down in this direction, over the water.
Starter cut out.
Right, we've got fuel in the center tank, so let's get them on. Cool beans, cool beans. Right, we are ready to taxi.
Beginning before taxi procedures. Before taxi procedures completed.
Oh, got another guy there taxiing out. Okay. So straightforward taxi here, straightforward and left. And the runway's right there in front of us. So it's going to be a nighttime landing. Local time is 6:45 in the evening. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a nighttime landing, which is cool. Probably still would have been dark even if I had done the shorter leg. Right, we shall follow this guy. Whoa, camera, behave. In fact, I'm actually going to take this right here and hold short, just in case he decides not to move. At least we can then zip in front of him rather than driving through him, which is so unrealistic. So yeah, I'm going to do my usual cutting the video short once we get up in the air, bringing you back at top of descent. So it'll be a reasonably short video. No tutorial today, just doing the flight. After this one we will have 5 legs, unless I cut any of them in half. We'll have 5 legs. I'm going to probably do them in the 5 legs, so that I can whoa, XP realistic, doing it's vibrating when I put the parking brake on. Yeah, I will probably do those 5 legs as normal, so I can start working on other bits for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and also for Fly UK. I'm going to be doing quite a few videos for them, because great community, If you haven't already watched, head over and watch my intro and how to do a flight with Fly UK. Virtual airline, really cool concept for anyone that wishes to fly for an airline company, but obviously can't do it for real, so you just do it in virtually. That's what simulation's all about at the end of the day, isn't it? Right, let's
Beginning before takeoff
before
procedures.
takeoff procedures ready.
Before takeoff procedures completed.
Get ourselves lined up. A little bit off center here.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Thank you. Right, we'll just give him a minute to get rid of any wake. Start the chrono, and then 1 minute we'll take off, and we'll leave Tokyo behind. So yeah, the around the world in 80-day trip on Fly UK that I plan on doing, like I said, it's got many more legs. I will quickly show you that either during the or after the takeoff or before landing. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. I'll have a quickly show you that. It's a lot more legs than what I've done on this, but I'm going to be doing it in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm not sure what plane I'm going to be doing it in, because by the time I come to do that, I'm hoping to have upgraded. I've only got the standard version with the Xbox Game Pass because I want to check it out first before I invest any money in, but I'm almost confident I will be. It just looks fantastic. There is only one issue that I've come across, and that is the autopilot on the airliners. Everything else seems to be much better. Well, not much better, but the graphics are definitely much better. It's got built-in ground handling, and the weather, real-life weather is much better. The built-in flight planning, ground handling is amazing, if I'm honest. Right, let's get some wipers on here. Get ourselves straightened up, please. Thank you. Obviously, my co-pilot can't do that.
Do you want rotate?
So I have to do it myself. And let's rotate a
Positive
we're
rate.
up. Positive rate. Bit choppy there. Whoa. Easy target.
400.
Easy.
Gear up.
Let's get gear up.
$1,000.
Yeah, that's a little bit of chop that we had going on there with the takeoff. But we're good. I think the wipers can come back off for now. Excellent. Let's go flaps one. And flaps up.
Flaps up. Gear off, auto brake off.
Right, we are comfortably in the air. Autopilot is doing all the work so that we can chill out and relax. Make sure it does this left bank. I always get nervous when I see an incon because sometimes it won't follow the flight plan, it'll just go in a straight line. Which is it going to turn? Are we going to turn? You know you want to. Right. Let's do that. Oh, LNAV. Hello, noobs. there's me on heading select, thinking that it was the in-con flight computer being stupid. It wasn't, it was actually me because I forgot to put on LNAV. Derp derp. Because I always have it on heading select when I'm on Vatsim, because obviously well, not obviously, but sometimes they will give you vectors out, especially when it's busy. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave you here, and I shall bring you back at top of descent, and I'll quickly go through some bits with Fly UK and what my plans are once we have finished this around the world trip, to do it again essentially, but we're going to be doing it in Microsoft Flight Simulator and in a different plane. So I shall leave you and speak to you in a short while. Alrighty, we are back, and well, for you it's been a few minutes, or not even minutes, seconds even. For me it's been a few hours. So we are coming into our descent. This is our arrival into, and like I said, I can never pronounce this, Kamchatka, Russia. We're going to stick with Russia. But this is the way we're coming in. So Samick, and then high. So we're just heading to high at the moment. For some reason the plane overlay doesn't show on this particular chart, so that's all fine. High, we need to be around about 7,190. Yep, so that's programmed in there. 35 miles away, so we're just going to get rid of that chart because that's kind of irrelevant. Hopefully we'll see ourselves, yep, we can see ourselves on here. So it looks like what we're actually doing is heading down. It almost looks like we go over the ILS and around and back in again. Yeah, so we're heading to high. This is the VOR. So we're heading straight across the ILS to high, and then we're going to bend around and come back in to land. We've got our missed approach details on there, and that is all looking good. We'll put in minimums of 232. 232 could go in there. We've got our pressure set already, 1005. Mandatory 2100 at the top of the glide slope, which we've got in there already. Course of 344, which I need to put in. So let's get them on. 344. 344 on there, and 344 on this one.
QNH set.
QNH set. And frequency is 108.7, which we have in there. It's a long runway, 3,400 meters or 11,155 feet. So I'm just going to go. In fact, where are we coming off? So we want to come off at Bravo, which is quite a way down the runway. We could potentially make it off. No, we can't make it off at Lima. That would be a joke. We're not a helicopter. So yeah, we should be able to make Bravo, and then it's just taxi all the way down here, and parking up 7 or 8. I think we'll aim for, if there's no one there. Alright, so we're going to put auto brakes at 2, and that's me almost set up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over and show you what I was talking about earlier, as far as Fly UK is concerned. So here we go, bring that up. So I'm not going to go into detail. I've already done a video on Fly UK and what it's all about, but what my plan is, once I've done this around the world trip, in operation to get all these different things, but one of the cool things they've got is tours. So if you're stuck for things to do and you want to kind of go exploring around areas, depending on what class pilot you are, you can do various things. So if you're a beginner, you can do stuff around the UK, stuff around Europe, and stuff around Alaska. I'm a class D at the moment, working my way up. I've done a video on how to do a flight with Fly UK, and I actually started off doing the tour around the Caribbean Sea. So I've done flights or leg 1, and I'm going to continue this because it's kind of a cool area that I want to go and visit for sure. But what my plans, I'm not sure when I'm going to start this, but I'm definitely going to do it. I'm going to be doing it in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. It's around the world in 80 days. Now this is mildly different from the route that I'm currently doing. So this is the route that I kind of followed. So London to Suez, Suez to Bombay, Calcutta. So this is what I got from Wiki, which is pretty much the same. Some of it's slightly different from what was shown on the wiki.
Passing 10,000
However,
beginning 10K descent procedures.
we started off in
10K
London.
descent
This one started off in
procedures
Gatwick as opposed to we started off in Heathrow, so that's all fine. And we went from EGLL to LIBR. This one's going into LSGG, Geneva, so slightly different routes. But as you can see, it's got all of the different legs. There's 35 legs here, but they are generally shorter than some of the legs that I'm going to be doing. They all seem to be an hour and a half to 2.5 hours roughly. So some of the legs I've been doing have been around that, and then legs like today has been almost 4 hours. Well, certainly over 3 hours anyway. Gives you stats about that. So the total distance 21,430 miles, approximate duration 57 hours, so that's going to be a good old leg. It even tells you how many pilots have completed it, how many pilots are currently in progress to do it. It says there's 35 unique airports. Sky Vector charts, I've not actually clicked on this yet. Oh, so it gives you the actual route. So oh, where's it gone? So you can see the actual route. So this is where we currently are. We're coming in to UHPP, and they went from RJCC. We went obviously from Tokyo, RJTT, straight up here. So that's what I was actually going to be doing. I was actually going a little bit further north than there. We was going to go to RJCM, which is kind of right on the tip here. So some of the legs are going to be repeated airports, but that's fine because that'd be cool to compare them to Xplane. So yeah, that is one of my upcoming plans, so that'd be cool. And obviously with Microsoft Flight Simulator, people will be able to join in as well. So if anyone's interested in following me around in multiplayer, then you can do. And we're coming in. We are very, very close. Where are we now? There's my plane. So here we are. So we're doing this loop around and then coming back in on the ILS. So let me get back over to the plane and do a bit of that concentrating stuff. Make sure that we're not going to have any major issues. So we've basically come over the ILS. We're doing this loop around, and then we're going to be coming in. What I'm going to do is do my performance references. So 140 knots, flaps 30. Cool. If you hear any weird noises in the background, it's my missus just being weird. And she just give me a dirty look then. So not long to go now, a couple of minutes. We need some drag. Slow the plane down a touch. Yeah, we definitely need to slow down. We need to be doing 203 and we're actually going quite a bit faster. It will slow down once we, I say slow down, we're speeding up. What the heck? Come on plane, you know what to do. Once it starts to level off a little bit, we'll be fine. So yeah, Fly UK uses a program called SkyTrack, which basically tracks your flying and puts it all into the programming bits and pieces. Very, very clever. Logs your hours, and then that's how you kind of work your way up the ranks. Now, why are we not slowing down here? We should be slowing down. Instead, we're going faster. Come on, plane. It's not the... Well, we have got a crosswind, but that's not the problem. We'll be alright. We'll be alright on the night, as they say.
Flaps 1.
Get some flaps 1 down. Get this extra bit of speed off. Can hit flaps 1 at 250 knots. I would have normally have done that a little bit later, but I still need to get some more speed off because we're coming in way too fast. Right, so let's go view our localizer. We've got the 2 magenta diamonds on, so I'm going to hit approach and command 1. And I'm going to do my final checks. Everything's looking good. Indeed it is. Alright, let's bring the speed down to about 180. Our slope is captured.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5. Cool, cool. We are looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Looking good. Right, let's get gears down and flaps 15.
Down, flaps 15.
And let's go 150. And we want to get down to 140 eventually. So yeah, a little over 3 hours. I think the flight plan actually said, let me have a quick look. It actually said 3 hours 50 minutes, so we've made up a lot of time. But we obviously I didn't show you because I was I didn't have the recording on. But at one point we had a tailwind of over 100 knots, so it was really crazy. Giving us some extra speed along. I did also bump up my cruise speed as well from max 0.75 I think it was on. I bumped it up to Mach 8.1 just to speed up because it was going to take forever otherwise. Well, not forever. It would have took an extra 40-50 minutes maybe. But yeah, the speed and the wind definitely increased. Right, let's go flaps 30 and speed 140. We have got a 12 knot headwind, so it's going to be potentially a little bit bumpy. And then that's the flight done. Another leg to this journey completed. So we want to try and aim to get off at Bravo so we don't have to taxi all the way down the end of the runway. Come on, speed. Get that down a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. Right. That's looking good. Looking good for minimums. Oh, that wind, that wind. Yeah, that's all fine. That's all fine.
100. Minimums. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed break up.
Great landing.
Reversers normal.
Okay, get down. 80 knots.
80 knots.
I just need to roll it out a little bit. We've got quite a way to the.
Take off
80
thrust
knots.
set.
Oh, no, no, we don't want it to be taken off.
80 knots.
Must remember when you do your reversers to or disconnect your reversers to actually bring your throttle back as well. Yeah, that might have been a fail on my pilot's test. A little bit of a long taxi along the runway till we get off, but at least then it's a straight down here. Let's get that speed
Local
right
launcher
down.
captured. Glide slow captured.
Okay, thanks for that. I think you'll find that we've already landed, but thanks for letting me know. So this is an unusual airport, and oh, we've got some fighter jets over there on the right. I'm looking forward to checking them out in the daytime. Just here. Yep, we'll definitely check those out when we're leaving here. Anyway, let's do our cleanup.
Procedures.
Yeah, this is an unusual airport because we've got a taxi
Cleanup
all the way
procedures
along
complete.
here. Normally the airport's kind of along the side of the runway. This one's kind of off in the middle of the Ulu. Just down here. Right, so we want to probably, we're just going to go straight on and park up at number 8, I think, if I can go in a straight line. So yeah, that's the end of another lap. Another leg, I should say, another lap. Another leg, guys. So thanks again for watching. I hope you're finding these enjoyable. I would be really interested for you guys to, if you are enjoying this and you've got a flight sim, to obviously potentially join me on multiplayer flights. So if we're doing the Xplane legs, then we have got Xflight Server, which is a multiplayer software. Obviously Vatsim. I mean, I'm always on Vatsim, but if you guys don't want to do it on Vatsim, but you want to do a multiplayer leg with me, then let me know and we can try and get Xflight Server all sorted out to do it on there. And then obviously we've got Microsoft Flight Sim when I eventually do something on that. And that's got the built-in multiplayer, which is a really cool aspect. There's so many cool things that Microsoft Flight Simulator's got. And yes, it may have a few little bugs here and there at the moment, but they're only going to get better. So yeah, it's definitely exciting times ahead for the flight simming world. Right, let's get ourselves parked up. We've got no blokies here to guide us in, probably because of the time. They're obviously sleeping, expecting us to do it all on our own. But it's only midnight, so they should be out. But that's it, guys.
Shutdown procedures.
No need to go on any further. I hope you've enjoyed the flight. The next leg, we are going up towards Canada. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, as always, take safe. Take safe. Be safe. That's a new one. Take safe, guys. Take safe. Remember that. I might have to put that in the title. Yeah, and I'll see you for the next leg. See you later, and bye-bye.